Hey guys, Casey in the kitchen, and tonight I'm gonna show you egg roll in a bowl. What I love about this recipe is it is so fast and easy, and once again, if you're looking for quick, easy meals, but you get all of the ingredients that you need, a protein, a carb if you want it, some veggies in there, and it tastes delicious, this is the way to go. All right, so I am using my Nonstick stainless steel wok again. I used this last night, showed you guys how you can make all kinds of different stuff in here. Tonight, I am cooking up sausage. So this is like a breakfast sausage. You could also do, this one's pork sausage. You could do a turkey sausage. You don't necessarily want Italian sausage. That's a little different. So I've just cooked this up, or you could just do turkey or just ground beef. Whatever you choose is fine. Sausage has a little extra flavor for this recipe. So I've cooked up about 1.5 pounds or so with, I used my mix and chop to chop that all up. So that's all browned and ready down in the bottom here. This is seriously like 7 ingredients, and most of those are like seasonings. So lots of stuff that you probably already have in your cabinet. So really all you need is your protein, your meat, whether that's sausage or hamburger or whatever you're gonna use. Once this is cooked, all I'm gonna add in is some fresh garlic. I'm gonna use my garlic press. Here's a little tip for you guys. If your cloves of garlic are ginormous, you can cut them in half. Now remember, with our garlic press, you don't need to peel your garlic. So leave the peel on, put it down in here, but if the clove is too big and it's hard to press, if that's hard for you to do with your hand, when they get giant like this, just cut it in half. Super simple. All right, so we're gonna press that down in there. We're gonna use the little tool in the back, scrape that off. So, of course, fresh garlic is gonna be best in this recipe. Add tons and tons of flavor. So like I said, these are 2 really giant ones. So, you would typically, if it was smaller ones, you might add up to 4 or so. Again, I'm making a pretty big portion of this so that we have some leftovers for lunches and stuff. If you wanted to cut this in half, that would be fine too, if that's a better fit for your meal, for your family, for your meal. So you could do, you know, 1/2 pound of sausage, or 3/4 of a pound, or even a pound. And it just depends how much meat to vegetable carb ratio you like as a family. All right, so we've got our garlic in there. I'm gonna add in a little bit of sesame oil, and that's for a little extra flavor. I don't have fresh ginger. Of course, that would be best, but I do have some ground ginger. Grab a little tablespoon measurement here. So I'm gonna add in, about 3/4 of a teaspoon in there. Now, I'm not adding quite as much because I'm also gonna add in some of our Asian seasoning. Love, love, love our Asian seasoning, and it's gonna have some ginger in there as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in a tablespoon. I might add a little more later. You can always keep adding seasoning, but you don't wanna over season to start. All right, so that's the first of our seasonings down with our sausage. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our vegetable. Now this is super simple, guys. You could totally cut up your own coleslaw, but I'm showing you the short, easy version. You can shred your own carrot, you can cut up your own cabbage. You can decide whether you want red cabbage, green cabbage, or both. Or you can buy a bag of coleslaw mix, and ta-da, you're done, okay? So, as this starts to wilt, I'm gonna keep adding in at least a little bit more of this second bag, because I did more of my meat. Usually when I do only 1 pound of the meat, or 3/4 pound, I do 1 bag. But since I'm doing more of the meat, I'm gonna add in at least part of a second bag. And you just want to kind of stir this and let it start to, like I said, wilt. I don't think that's the word I'm actually looking for, but maybe you guys know the word. You can comment below. Let me know if this is helpful for a fast, easy recipe. Like I said, I call this egg roll in a bowl. The last thing, or there's 2 more ingredients I'm going to add to this. I also, remember yesterday I talked to you guys about cooking up your rice ahead of time. This would be a meal that you could cook up some rice ahead of time. You can keep it separate, or I typically add it right on in. So I've got all of my rice cooked up. This is my brown rice, made extras yesterday. And so all I'm gonna do with this is once I get the rest of my coleslaw added in here and start wilting that, I'm gonna add in some soy sauce, or you could always use liquid aminos. That would be great too. And again, that's to taste however much you like in there. You can always add more at the table, which my family typically does, so I kind of under season it because I know they're gonna add more. I don't know if any of you have family members who do that. Always salt, always add extra. So I under season so that it balances out. And then I'll add in my rice and maybe a little more Asian seasoning and maybe a little more soy sauce. That's it. That's the whole meal. Comes together in less than 20 minutes, especially if you've made that rice ahead of time. Now I'm using brown rice. You could use white rice. You could do cauliflower rice. That would be a great substitution if you don't want any carbs. That's the whole meal. Super easy. You've got your protein, you've got your carb, you've got your veggie, and it comes together in no time. All right, guys, let me know if you enjoyed this recipe and if you'd make this for your family. See you guys later. Bye.